Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, Opie, I like you guys as a show. Norton is a genius. But I hope you've got, like, several life insurance policies taken out on Ant. Because every time he goes on vacation or drives in his car or just, runs the risk of getting hurt and injured or killed, you must gasp because you have no talent. He's carrying you.
Oh, boy, this
He's
is going to help.
show.
Hey, Bob.
Sir, Bob is not a fan of the show.
Bob, do you understand something? If you need to know,
I'm a huge fan
hold on. If you need to know something, I have FU money. I don't have to do this ever again.
I love the.
So why would I be all like worried about Anthony? I could walk tomorrow. I don't have to ever do this again.
I worry about.
Guys, I love the show. It's not divide and conquer.
Absolutely, it is.
Anthony is the heart of the show. Opie, he's carrying you. He's carrying you.
What about me, sir? Am I just limping along? I'm kind of in the middle.
No, you're a superstar on the rise.
I'm hung over Ant's shoulder. I hobble along.
Right.
Opie's carried, and I kind of hobble along on one foot.
I'm saying
right.
The biggest dick in radio is Opie, and yet he talks as though he's the center of the universe, and he's not. Anthony, I mean,
you don't understand, and it's nothing without Opie. You don't understand the dynamic of this show and how it works, sir. While your compliments are just thrilling for me, you don't understand how a ship runs without a rudder. The ship does not run without a rudder. Opie
I understand he moves it along.
More than moves it along.
No. You make it sound like that's a secondary little thing. Oh, I understand he moves it along. Thank God. Would you like me and Jimmy would sit here and talk about the same subject for 4 hours until the entire audience was asleep. We would have arguments about political garbage that would bore the living shit out of the audience, not knowing or caring that we were sending the audience away in droves. We need direction. Do you think actors who are very talented can go and star in a movie without a director? Do you think they'd know where to stand or how to deliver certain lines or when a scene should end without the proper direction, sir?
And I almost hate saying stuff like this because it's almost like embarrassing.
It's like you should fucking know this.
But I'll break the 83rd wall. What
a place!
As it's a pentagon. As much as Ed and I have laughed, and I mean this in complete honesty, the biggest laugh I have had on this show was delivered by the blonde sweetie. It was delivered, not something Ant said or something I said. It was probably the poker chip, I think, is the biggest laugh I've had on this show. It's like, it's not just guiding, there's an element to that, the uncomfortableness, the ability to do that, which makes great radio,
and
which I don't have.
Should not have to be explained.
And Ant doesn't have.
Oh, he's the best asshole ever.
It's not even being an asshole, dude. It's an ability to do it with people in the room. It's beyond being an asshole. It's an ability to know what's making great radio. And despite how uncomfortable it is, and being a nice guy off the air, it's an ability to do that neither one of us has. Yeah. I'm not being polite, but I hate saying that because it sounds like you're sucking up, but it, honest to God, is the truth.
And the credit is that you don't even see it. That's the credit to it. That's the best part. You sit there and don't see it because the average Joe shouldn't. It's just it makes the show seem like it's just flowing right along, doesn't it?
Dude, the fucking Patty being naked.
One last thing. More importantly.
Hold on, sweetie. Patty being naked and having her first orgasm was something Ope said, which I thought was absolutely never going to happen. He said, we're going to get you to play with yourself. Or it was some sexual thing, like we're going to get this to happen. I never would have thought of that. Ant never would have thought of that. And that's not, and again, that's not being polite. That's a fact.
It's an idea, man.
And Patty wound up having her first orgasm on the air. I mean, do we need to explain
that? That was great radio.
Well, dude, that's the stuff that you have to understand. That's where that comes from.
Where do you think it comes from?
I mean, I love
Ass-head. Like him personally.
What's that?
But I would love.
You have a problem with Ope personally, that's fine, but don't.
Basketball court.
Dude, you have a problem with Ope personally. He hits a nerve in you. There's something about he reminds you of somebody. There's something about him you don't like, but you can't be biased and deny the contribution to the radio show. That's just dishonest.
Well, I'm not biased. I'm obviously a big fan. I'm a
No. I mean biased against him because he bugs something in you.
He's just a guy that I like you two guys, I would love to hang out with, I think, socially. Opie, I could not stand him. I wind up punching him just at some point. He just gets under my skin that bad.
See, he reminds you of something, but you can't... But okay, fine. That's the beauty of him. But you can't deny what the radio show is because of him. There's no show without him, and there's no show without Ant. I don't say that without mock
Don't
humility.
you like that dynamic? Don't you like that dynamic? That there's somebody that you find abrasive?
But there's good cop, bad cop. Then there's just being silly being cruel and being, a jerk for no, if you got to go 6 miles to get back to the point to be an asshole that whole trip, it's not really worth it.
But
sometimes it's overboard.
Isn't it?
Overkill.
Sometimes we all have overkill, dude. But right now he's furious about something that happened, and he's correct with what he wanted, which was that to be played, or at least it to be ready, and for the audio to be cleaned up for Free FM. I mean, he's right to want that, dude. We all wanted that. He is furious about it, and he expressed it on the air, and there's something about that which makes the show honest, dude, and that's just honest radio.
It is honest radio.
Well, then you can't...
to, in some charity capacity, get his ass on the basketball court as well.
Well, dude,
he's not a crybaby, and I don't think he's...
You're wrong. Spoiled.
It's going to get you on the basketball court, man.
Dude, you really are allowing a personal dislike because he reminds you of somebody, of a guy that bullied you or of a guy that fired you. He reminds you of somebody, and so you're allowing it to be biased. It's just not an accurate view.
Bullied me, his little ass.
What's that?
He would never remind me of someone who bullied me. He's the least intimidating person I've ever seen or heard.
Well, then why would you want to get him on the basketball court?
All right, tough guy.
That's just a joking kind of thing, because he always brags about his prowess athletically.
Well, he's athletic. What's wrong with that? He doesn't brag.
You know a lot about Opie.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the show.
Tough guy.
Well, then you gotta love Ope, dude. There's
I'm not a tough guy.
There's no show without Ope.
You're a tough guy.
No, not at all. You'd be surprised.
See, normally, he'd have hit the button and cut this motherfucker off because he's boring. But he's sitting there and showing the torture that happens when it's just me, Jimmy, and a stupid fucking caller.
And what you missed was before when he was biting his arm. That didn't go out over the air, but it was just kind of fun to watch somebody who really is filled with self-loathing like the rest of us.
So is
Opie just
was
fuming
hysterical.
Right now?
What's that?
Is Opie just fuming right now?
No, dude, he doesn't give a shit. He's just listening to you. No, he's not. Anymore. He has one arm propped up.
Also speak about
dude, every word. The thing is, every word that's coming out of your mouth right now is proving a point.
Like, he's gotten beaten up on the air before. I've gotten beaten up on the air before.
Everyone loves me. It never
somebody
happened.
Posted something about one time, but it was a mistake. They meant somebody else. So I know what it's like to sit there and have somebody call, "Hey, talking shit," and it's like it's like when the other guy is going to bat for you. It's like it's not needed, and all the fans know it's not needed. But it is kind of funny to hear something this obviously incorrect. That's the truth, too, dude.
Well,
Opie
I finished it too fast.
Dude, I know what you're saying. You don't like somebody, and that's acceptable. But you're being completely dishonest when you're looking at the way the radio show is run, and you understand that, and you do know that, and you just try to bug Ope so you're not telling the truth.
No, you're awful in that regard.
Well, then you just don't. You're really reading it wrong.
You're saying his genius is that I don't see how he leads the program. He is the true leader.
But it's even more than just leading the program. It's not just button pushing and leading the program. It's seeing Patty have an orgasm and saying this is what's going to happen, where nobody else in the studio would have done that.
Oh, so he came up with it. I mean, your interns come up with great ideas sometimes. So they should be
beyond. Come on, man. You know that's not true.
Oh, my God.
And our interns very rarely come up with anything. They're fucking dopes.
Be honest. What do you do for a living?
I have a small business.
Yeah, see, you're not being honest. What do you do?
I have a small business.
What fucking small business? Anyone, a kid selling fucking lemonade on the side of the road is a small business, you cunt. What do you fucking do, Paul?
Can I get a word in?
Yeah, I asked you twice. You gave me the same fucking no answer. What do you do, shithead? What do you do?
I import, export things.
Import, export. What do you fucking import, export to this country with your small business? Give me a specific thing. What you fucking do? What's your job description? You dishonest fuck. Go ahead.
Small electronic parts.
You ship it in from Japan. You get small electronic parts and do what with them?
see that they get sent to places per assembly.
What an exciting fucking life you lead. You're a bored, dull fuck who can't accept the fact that other people are enjoying themselves in life and having a little fun with their job, and then when someone gets a little pissed with what's supposed to be an easy fucking job, it upsets you because you're fucking sitting there waiting for little resistors to come in from some shithole Hong Kong town. Now you're miserable. And the reason... Yeah, you know what? You know why I knew that, Paul? Because you didn't even want to fess up to what shit fucking job you have. You didn't even want to fess up. I had asked you 5 fucking times. 5 times I had to ask you, and you weren't being honest because you have a self-fucking loathing of what you do and who you are. And that's coming through loud and clear. Goodbye, Paul. Ass. Oh, I get sick of that. Be honest. That came through loud and clear, by the way. Loud and clear. Mm-hmm. People are pissed at the... I understand. I used to listen to fucking radio when I was working, and it sucked. Oh, did I hate listening to people fucking having fun. And then whenever anybody had a bad time, you're like, well, go fuck yourself, fuck you. Because you're miserable.
Here's what it is. You remind them of somebody, and that happens in life where when you hear somebody telling you something, and it's so inaccurate, you know it's coming from another place. That's all it is. And again, be honest about that.
All right, we'll take a break, I guess.
No!
Why not? I don't want to take a break.
You don't have to.
That smoothie, by the way, was piss warm. What? I thought I heard mm-hmm. Who said that? Did someone say something?
Do you know,
Did you say that?
I swear to God, I got a gasser, and it went...
Your ass talked to me.
Yeah, no, you fucking answered it.
I answered your ass.
What'd you say?
I answered Jimmy's asshole.
It went... And he looks at Derek. How great would it be?
I thought Derek was Jimmy's ass.
The only thing that could have made my asshole spells better. The only thing that could have made me happy is if somebody was fired because they thought that you thought they got fresh and you fired them.
His ass is getting fresh. Oh, is that funny? Your ass answered me, and then I talked back to it.
What? Who said what?
Who said your ass?
Yeah.
His breath stinks.
Who said the Russians are coming?
All right.
Oh,
did Bob make a point anywhere in there, by the way?
That name?
No. It was actually Bob.
No.
Good old Bob.
Good old Bob.
Was it Bob? I thought it was Paul from Missouri.
Here's people that don't understand having passion.
Sorry, Paul.
There's people out there that don't understand having passion to do something.
Yeah.
They don't understand that.
And really being into it.
You know, we like to try to be real and honest, so we don't mind showing the bruises and the scars and the cuts. You think I sit back and go, oh, wow, I must be looking really cool right now on the radio. I know I look like a complete asshole, but I get that that's appealing when you're doing a radio show where you allow people to see in and see everything.
Yeah.
All that shit, you know, the yelling and screaming, that happens on a million radio shows out there, but you never hear it.
When the mics are off.
Do you honestly think I sit back and go, wow, I must look good right now? I know I look like a crybaby. I know that. But I don't worry about it. I never did. So, Bob, you know, you were expecting me to yell and scream at you. I wasn't going to yell and scream at you. Whatever, dude. The reality is I do have FU money. We don't like to talk about, you know, how much we're making and stuff. I could leave tomorrow, and that's it. The show would go on. These guys would do more radio, but I'm not sitting there, like, shaking in my boots wondering, you know, if this is our last show or something. I still do this because I enjoy it, and I have a great time doing it. I just want the people around me and behind the scenes to have the same passion and you know, help out the show and do the basics. They don't even do the basics. And if you don't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. But I'll make it perfectly clear. Yes, I realize I look like a crybaby. I'm not stupid. Of course I do.
You either want an honest show or you don't. I mean, that's the bottom line. You're going to see it.
I just threw a tantrum in front of a bunch of listeners outside Free FM. You think I'm walking down the sidewalk with my arms folded and throwing the mic on a table like they're looking at me like, wow, look, he's pretty fucking cool. No, I know they're like what a baby. I know that. You don't have to tell me.
People say, great. Opie leaves, it'll be Anthony talking to Jimmy's asshole. See?